Hey, good afternoon, students. Listen, I am sorry that I am not here today. Well, I was here, but then I had to leave because I had to go to court. So hopefully everything goes good. But I wanted to leave you with some instructions of what I'd really like you to do today. For the first 25 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, I'd like you to either be on Summit K 12, which, if you don't know how to get to Summit K 12, come on, you should know by now. Just go to Google, Summit K 12, go into your class. Please do the listening, speaking, tell pass readiness, listening. Okay. If you're not doing Summit K 12, then you can go to News ELA. And the way you can do that is by going to digital resources from the Power Up page, right? You go to digital resources, log in with your Active Directory. And then when it takes you to the Clever page, oh, this is taking forever. When it takes you to the Clever page, you can either do one of two things. You can either do vocabulary.com or you can do News ELA. And those are down here under digital learning, right? So News ELA is there, language arts, vocabulary.com is there. Okay. So you'll do that for the first 30 minutes. And then after you do that, you're going to go into the hub. All right. So I'll click back here. I'll click into the hub. You should be in the hub anyways. That's where I'm putting this video. So you're going to be in the hub, and then you're going to go into your class, right? I'm just going to pick period 8, whatever, right? But you're going to go into your class, and then you're going to go into resources, and then you're going to go to long way down, Jason Reynolds, right? And you're going to go into long way down part 2, right? So up to this point, we've already talked about uh, Sean being killed, Will figuring out what he wants to do. We talked about Carlson Riggs. We talked about him thinking it's Carlson Riggs and him wanting to get revenge, right? So you're going to read pages 44 through 70. This is just a recap, right? And when I was 13, right, I want you to start actually on page 50, which brings me to Carlson Riggs. And what I would like is I want you to read this part, which brings me to Carlson Riggs. He was known around here for being as loud as police sirens, but as soft as his first name. And all I want is one sentence about that page. What can you tell me about this page? Well, it talks about Carlson Riggs. It talks about how he's loud, but he doesn't do anything. This is a simile. You can talk about any one of these things, but I just want one sentence, right? And then you're going to read the next one. People said Riggs talked so much trash because he was short, but I think it was because his mom made him take gymnastics when he was a kid. And when you wear tights and know how to do cartwheels, it might be a good idea to also know how to defend yourself, or at least talk like you can, right? So then you just read that, and you're going to write one sentence about that. You're either talk about how he went to gymnastics, you're going to talk about how people picked on him because he went to gymnastics, right? It'll be any one of those things. And you're going to do the same thing for the rest of them, right? You're going to finish at page 70, right? Right? You'll finish at page 70. If you get to page 70 and finish, you can jump back into the hub, right? You can go to long way down part 3. And on here, you have pages 70 to 107. So you can actually start. Now, I know you're like, oh, Sanez, that seems like a lot. But this is where the story really starts to move, right? When we get to 70. Because now he has decided he's going to shoot Carlson Riggs. He's going to kill him. He's going to get revenge. And he's going to go down the elevator to get to the first floor so he can go to Carlson Riggs' house and shoot him, right? But there's going to be something that happens on the way down. Hello, that's why it's called Long Way Down, right? So if you want, you can go ahead and start reading pages 70, 73, and then keep doing one sentence per, all right? You probably will not get any further than that. I'm going to ask that you make sure you turn those in because I want to see how far you get. If you want to work in your group, that's fine. So that's really what I want you to do. It's time for you to do a little bit independent reading. I want to see what's interesting to you because look, I came across this the other day. This is what I have my other class do, and this is like the same thing, right? But they just wrote it on the paper. So, if you have a question or if there's something you want to say, that's fine. Just one sentence, okay?